Why is everybody focusing on ROI? Have you ever sat down to think about ROI? Is it the only thing I should focus on? And you want to invest in real estate, you want to invest, why you're not even finding the right channel, the right thing to do, or what to know about ROI? Buying property is good, as I always say, but at the same time, you need to know some steps to follow. ROI is important. ROI look good on paper, but ROI did not protect your investment. Why do people love focusing on ROI? Many investors have lost their millions of nairas focusing on ROI because the real estate company have told them about the ROI. Yes, we all know that ROI is very important when investing in property. But at the same time, you need to know what are the things being put in place for you to see that return on investment. If you want to invest for real, if you want to invest and to have a sound sleep at night, always try to know these few steps I'll be giving you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and turn off your notification so that you see more of our video. Because in this video, I will be sharing more light on 5 stages, 5 structures you need to put in place before investing, before you focus on ROI. We all know that ROI is good for real, but at the same time, you need to put some things in place, and one of it is development structure. It's very, very important whatever we are doing. Either you are buying a house, either you are buying a land, either an apartment. You need to know these things, how it works. What are the questions you need to ask yourself? What are the questions you need to ask the investor, the developer? Number 1, development structure. What are the development structure being put in place? Is this land or property well planned? That is the first thing you should first ask yourself. Sit down before paying that money to that company. Ask yourself this question. Yeah, Mr. Abraham, is this property well positioned? Is this property does this property have a clear layout plan from government? Is there road linking this property that can even make it appreciate? Is there drainage to avoid flood, just like our neighbor communities? You get? These are the things that you need to know. Ask yourself these questions before proceeding, before you can invest. But at the same time, before you focusing on that return on investment, ROI, always ask questions from the developer and yourself. What are the things being put in place in development? Has government approved this property? Is this property not under litigation? At the same time, you need to ask, is this delivering phase going to work with the time being given, or you're just giving us promises to sell your property? Because we all know that many people bought cheap properties in the hope that the return on their investment will be high, not knowing that there is no access road, there's no development. Even in years to come, there's no development plan, neither good road. You need to think about it because development structures will make your property to appreciate in value. Because if all these things are put in place, the property will appreciate. Well planned, good road, electricity, and all that. And if it's in a good location, you get it now. That will take me to number 2, management structure. Management structure. Who is the company? What is their track record? How long have they been in business? Is there proper documentation or customer cares to follow up? Have they done their own due diligence? Have they worked on all these things? What next after I've invested? How do I manage my return? How do I ask yourself that how questions? How do I see my return? Because ROI without management structure is just like you buying a car without having a mechanic number on your phone, or you buying a car without preparing to repair someday. You get it now? Investors don't just buy that, don't just buy property, they buy into system and people. That takes me to number 3, revenue system. It's very, very important. Revenue system. How exactly this property will generate income yearly? Who are the target audience? What is my expectation after 1 year, 2 years? Do you get it now? Who are the target audience, like target market? Who are those? In next 2 or 3 years, will this place appreciate? Because is there any rental demand in that? Is there any infrastructure in those axes? Will I see my return back? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself as investor. When you focus on ROI, these are the things you need to ask yourself. Is the location attracting jobs, infrastructures? Are there any company around these axes that can generate revenue for me? If that location is not generating revenue, then you should think, how will I get my ROI? This location align with government plan for extension. If, like what is going on in Badon, for the coastal road or the corridor, some investors have lost millions of naira for that, because according to the first administration, or some administration that proposed that, they say 150 meters away from the main road, and another government came in and he said 500 meters. That means a lot of people have lost their investment, unless if government reconsider and go back to that 150. That is why some people will still fall under government acquisition. You get it now? But if you can as well focus more on you checking the necessary things you need to do, knowing how long this property can last, having a proper documentation, having a right path to focus on, not only revenue. You need to ask yourself, what could go wrong, and is your money protected? That is why you need to take your verification very important. You need to check that property. Make sure you invest to lawyer, or you reach out to Abraham's Property and Real Estate. Will guide you, because all of our property we are selling with our partnering companies. The companies we partner with as well, all their properties has been vetted, and we have done our due diligence to avoid risk mitigation. You get it now? To avoid story that touches the heart, because you trust me, you trust Abraham's Property. That is why you are investing with us. You get it now? Always do your legal due diligence. Check that property. If the property has any encroachment, if there's any problem, because like what is going on in Noboro or in the quarter that people are demolishing, these are the things you need to check. You need to check all these things if they are in right state. Clear refund. You need to have if there's any clear refund, or if your land is not being allocated to you on the due date. Let's assume the project or plan is going to take like 18 months or 24 months, and the project is not delivered. What is the refund policy? As government approved this property, what about the file number? What about the COO document? As government approved it, these are the questions you need to ask. Because what is the essence of you having a property, and after investing for 2 years, 3 years, at the end of the day, the property is being demolished, the land is being taken away? You get? We all need to focus more on all what I've stated, which is the management, the development, the revenue, and the risk mitigations, before focusing on return on investment. You get? Last but not the least, which is number 5, is long-term value. 5. Long-term value. This is also important, because a lot of people just invest within 2 years or 3, they start selling. At the end of the day, when you see return on that investment, you get it now. What major development is the company working on, or in that axis? What are the infrastructures in that axis that can help you generate good revenue for yourself? Another one is this location aligned with government approved plan? Will people live in this location in the next 10 years? Ask that question. Focus on return on investment alone. Focus on all what has been stated above. We all know that truly, when it's built from assets that remain valuable, not the one that government has personally, that the one that the government has seized. Not every property that peaks and disappears. We all need to work to know the right things, to work in the right path, so that our property can meet the standard of government if there is any acquisition or litigation tomorrow. I want you to know that smart investors don't just guess, they evaluate, they secure, they evaluate, they secure. They don't guess at all. They always ask questions. They build wealth intentionally. Before you buy any property, ask questions, my brother. Ask and be sure of what you want. And I want you to focus on these 3 major things now. Look beyond return on investment. Focus more on structure and also the management system. Focus on it. Protect your capital and smile at the end of every transaction, because every transaction is important. As I always tell you that investment is important, but at the same time, doing the right thing is more important than buying a property. I remain Olaushogo Oluwashogo Abraham from Abraham's Property and Real Estate. I always tell you, your comfort is my priority, because that's where we are here to share more light, to give you insights about real estate business in Nigeria, so you won't fall victim tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and turn off your notification so that you'll see more of our videos every day, every week. See you in my next video. Thank you.